Hey everyone, welcome to another Tuesday update for the Division 2. If you've seen these before, you know we're going to be covering the Invaded Mission reset today and the vendor reset. I also cover the top picks as well over on my More GC Rock channel and social media channels, so Twitter and Instagram. If you just want to see them, all links are down in the video description. I'm going to keep this shorter than last week. We've got no Division 2 news as such. We know about the delays. We're waiting for new news on that and when the new content's going to be coming or whatnot. They released a new roadmap. We've already been over that. I'll cover anything new as and when it drops. But very quickly, I do just want to give a quick channel update before we get into it today, because we turned 5 years old yesterday on YouTube. A lot of you know about this. Thank you so much for the support over the last 5 years. We did a 24-hour stream at the weekend, which was a record 24-hour stream. Thank you everyone that supported that and got involved. I really enjoyed it, and it's why I'm not streaming at the minute. I've took a couple of days off from streaming. We didn't stream last night. I'm not going to be streaming tonight, but I am working on a lot of God of War Ragnarok content in the background. We've got loads of videos coming out this week on More GC Rock and a couple of videos on GC Rock as well. I'll hopefully be back streaming tomorrow on the Division 2. But that's it. Thank you again for the 5 years. If you want to support the next 5 years, be sure to hit subscribe and come and join our community. It's linked at the top of the video description. So moving very quickly on to weekly activities. We said about this last week. The Hollywood Global event ended and there wasn't nothing for 2 weeks. It's still the case. There's nothing in place here. We still got one more week to go until the Golden Bullet Global event starts. It does say after that, so in 2 weeks we're going to have the final manhunt so we can finish the prime target off, and we got the Lucky League coming in 3 weeks hopefully, with the the Dark Path Apparel event coming in 2 weeks as well, it currently says. I don't know whether that is a actual correct amount of time on that, or whether that's just a placeholder or whatnot. And then we're going to have global events to finish off this season with all of the delays. So that's where we're looking at the minute with weekly activities on the Division 2. This week's invaded missions see Capitol Building go invaded. You got Jefferson Plaza, Space Administration HQ, and Lincoln Memorial invaded to unlock that. Once you've completed all them, you can go over to Tidal Basin and do that. And as I advise every single week, these give XP, named items, random mod unlock, specialization points. So if you need any of that, these are well worth doing every single week. And the weekly legendary project for this week is Roosevelt Island. You complete this for an exotic cache. For whatever reason, it's not showing that as the rewards at the minute. I believe you still do get it. And now for this week's vendor reset, starting at the countdown vendor and going around all the vendors, reading out what is on sale. I'll discuss anything as I go, which I think is worth buying. Let me know in the video comments if there's anything that you think is worth buying. As I said earlier, I will do my top picks as individual shorts on More GC Rock Twitter and Instagram if you want to catch them every week. So starting at the countdown vendor, this week you're able to buy a Tabula Rossa with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, critical hit chance, and perfectly steady-handed. Fox's Prayer knee pads, which are godly. There's weapon damage, damage target out of cover on there, roll status effects off for crit damage or whatever attribute you want, and these are a godly pair of Fox's Prayers. So 100% a top pick for this week if you need them. There's a China Light named backpack, the strategic alignment with skill tier, headshot damage, explosive resistance, and perfect shock and awe as well. At the White House vendor this week, you're able to buy a Mozambique special with pistol damage, crit chance, and perfect breadbasket. A Black Market T821 with SMG damage, crit chance, damage to armor, and steady-handed. SOCOM MK16 with assault rifle damage, health damage, swap speed, and preservation. A D50 with pistol damage, crit damage, and spike. Always a top pick if you need it for the Kendra's Liberty exotic. Petrov backpack with weapon damage, explosive resistance, hazard protection, and companion. Sokolov chest with weapon damage, headshot damage, skill ace, and focus. We've got a 7.4% headshot damage mod, a +2 extra bomb for drones, a 5.7% skill ace for a turret, and a 6.3% damage for a sticky. And at the clan vendor this week, you're able to buy an Emmeline's Guard with SMG damage, crit chance, damage to armor, and perfect preservation. An Umbra Mask with weapon damage and weapon handling, Future Initiative chest with skill tier and status effects, Eclipse chest with skill tier and status effects. There's a P90 with SMG damage, crit chance, magazine size, and ignited, an ACS 12 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, swap speed, and preservation, Empress knees with skill tier, status effects, and crit damage, lightweight M4 with rifle damage, crit damage, damage target out of cover, and lucky shot. Some good attribute rolls there if you like the lightweight M4 and roll whatever talent you want on that. Providence gloves with weapon damage, crit damage, and weapon handling. Some good Providence gloves there. Roll weapon handling off for what you want. Optimize it for them to be godly. Murakami gloves with skill tier, repair skills, and crit chance. Victor and Kaiser holster with skill tier, status effects, and repair skills. 7.6% headshot damage mod, 8.9% skill duration mod, a 6.6% deflect duration mod for your drone, and a 9.2% radius mod for a pulse. At the campus settlement this week, you're able to buy a Quiet Roar with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, magazine size, and perfect overwhelm. An SR1 with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, health damage, and ranger. Military RPK with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, accuracy, and perpetuation. Providence Mask with weapon damage, weapon handling, and health. Providence Holster with weapon damage, headshot damage, and scale damage. Then there's an 8.3% skill duration mod, 5.9% radius for a chem, 8.6% stim efficiency for a hive, 14% health mod for a pulse, and a 4.3% duration mod for a trap. And at the theatre settlement this week is a Fox's Prayer knee pads again with weapon damage, damage target out of cover, and headshot damage. Definitely go and get the other ones from the Countdown vendor instead though. There's a Super 90 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, optimal range, and future perfect. An M16A2 with rifle damage, crit damage, stability, and sadist. Sokolov gloves with weapon damage, headshot damage, and scale damage. Aroldi knees with weapon damage, repair skills, and crit damage. Then there's an 8.4% burn resistance mod, a 6.2% health mod for Seekers, a 4.2% shield health mod, 6.1% damage mod for a Firefly, and a 6% health mod for a Decoy. Onto the DZ vendors now, and at DZ West this week you're able to buy an Emperor's Guard knee pads with skill tier, armor regen, and critical hit chance. I know a lot of people want these for builds, so it makes the top pick. Hopefully it's got the rolls that you want to make this perfect this week. It's a tactical Super 90 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, and accuracy. A SOCOM M1A with rifle damage, crit damage, and magazine size. Striker's gloves with weapon damage and critical hit chance. Heartbreaker knees with armor and status effects. Overlord gloves with weapon damage, headshot damage, and health. Murakami knee pads with skill tier, skill ace, and headshot damage. A 16,020 armor on kill mod. 4.3% damage mod for a Seeker. 4.2 shield health mod, a 6.1% blind effect duration mod for a Firefly, and a 6% duration mod for a Decoy. And I just realised I did not read the talent on SOCOM M1A, that is Lucky Shot. And at DZ South this week, you're able to buy the Grudge with SMG damage, crit chance, magazine size, and perfect vindictive. One of my favourite SMGs is, but the attribute rolls are terrible. You can definitely farm for a better one. It's a Black Market T821 with SMG damage, crit chance, health damage, and in sync. Carbine 7 with assault rifle damage, health damage, headshot damage, and overflowing. An M1911 with pistol damage, damage to armor, and flatline. True Patriot backpack with armor and weapon handling. Negotiator's Dilemma chest with weapon damage and headshot damage. 511 backpack with armor, health, repair skills, and opportunistic. Alps chest piece with skill tier, weapon handling, headshot damage, and spark. Then we got a 9.9% crit damage mod, 8.2% scan range mod for your drone, 5.9% skill ace mod for a turret, and a 4.9% blast radius mod for a sticky. And the final DZ vendor at DZ East this week is selling the Darkness with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, accuracy, and perfect eyeless. It's an hunting M44 with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, accuracy, and reformation. A military RPK with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, damage to armor, and in sync. Striker's Mask with weapon damage and crit damage. Aces and Eights holster with weapon damage and skill aced. Overlord Mask with weapon damage, crit chance, skill aced. China holster with skill tier, weapon handling, and critical hit chance. And a 10.3% skill ace mod. A +1 ammo for your chem. 7.3% health mod for a hive. 8.5% radius mod for a pulse. And a 4.1% duration mod for a trap. And at New York this week is actually looking kind of busy. Are they selling something good? We'll find out now. Marco this week is selling an MP7 with SMG damage, crit chance, rate of fire, and ranger. A tactical M249 with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, rate of fire, and fast hands. Tactical Super 90 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, headshot damage, and spike. P4 Storm type with pistol damage, magazine size, and sadist. Fenris chest piece with weapon damage, skill damage, skill ace, and kinetic momentum. That talent and attributes kind of go together. Sounds like this could be made into some sort of good hybrid maybe. 511 gloves with armor, status effects, and skill damage. Walker holster with weapon damage, crit chance, and armor regen. Then we've got an 8.4% bleed resistance mod, a 4.4% critical hit chance mod, a 6.5% duration mod for a drone, 8.6% stim efficiency mod for a hive, and a 4.2% duration mod for a trap. And the final vendor is Roy Benitez. He is selling an M1928 with SMG damage, crit chance, swap speed, strained, an SR1 with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, crit damage, and sadist, A Sausage 12 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, health damage, and steady-handed. An M45A1 with pistol damage, reload speed, and finisher. Badger Tough Backpack with armor, status effects, headshot damage, and safeguard. Sokolov Knees with weapon damage, crit damage, and explosive resistance. Cheska Mask with weapon damage, crit chance, and health. Then there's an 8.5% ensnare resistance mod, an 8.2% shock resistance mod, a 5% skill ace mod for Seekers, 7.7% ensnare duration mod for your chem, and a 6% duration mod for a decoy. And that is me done for this week's Division 2 reset video. Again, let me know down in the comments if there's anything that you think people should buy this week. And again, thank you for 5 years of support on this channel. I can't thank you enough. I've really enjoyed these 5 years on YouTube and look forward to the next. And I think the biggest thing we've done as a group is build this astonishing community we have built. So if you're not in there and you're still watching at this point, make sure you come and check us out. It's linked at the top of the video description. Until the next video or stream, thank you for watching this. Stay safe and peace out.